We are back again with the ZEE PEP Talk Show where we discuss issues that are related to us, from relationship to sex to heartbreaks. Just think about it. Even fashion, okay. Today I'm here with two lovely guests. We are going to talk about the red flags in relationship. I have with me Rabi Penzi, who is an entrepreneur, and then I have Binta Alasan Kimba, who is a woman advocate, I should say. Ladies, you're welcome to ZEE PEP Talk Show.
Thank you.
So let's start with Binta. Red flags in relationship. When you say red flags, what is it?
Well, I would say red flags are probably some signs that you see in a relationship that means that there is a problem somewhere. Most people tend to ignore these signs and make it look like, oh, probably when we get married, it's going to get better. So basically, that's it. I'm sure as we delve into the discussions.
So it's always the bad side, the bad things that happen in relationship. I don't know.
Yes, it's more of the negative things that happens. So that's why we call it red flags. Some people also say that red flags are deal breakers.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, probably they are breaking the relationship or something.
Wow. Okay. Madam Rabi Penzi. Penzi, actually, is it a nickname or is your real name?
It's my surname.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's really a brand. Welcome. Can you tell us what red flags in
Well,
relationship
just like
is?
my sister Binta said, there are signs that you should always look out for when you are starting a new relationship. I think we might be talking about romantic relationships, but I think work relationships too, you could also look out for red flags just so you would know how to relate to people. So when some people show you some red flags, then you should know, okay, this is like a no-go area, this is something I shouldn't do, because so something like that.
No, just a quick one. Sometimes the relationship doesn't really have to be new. You can be with somebody for a long time, then probably after a year or two, the person starts showing some signs and then communicating with you in a way that should tell you that no, this thing is not really going to end.
So talking about signs, Binta, let me come to you. Signs like, I want to know, what are some of the signs that you would see?
Let me say that I'm in a relationship with one guy, and then he's always complaining about the friends I have. Today my friends are dressing like this, tomorrow my friends are that. So it gets to a time that even when I'm with my friends and probably I'm talking to him on the phone, I can't tell him that I'm with my friends. You get it? So he's always complaining about the kind of friends you're having. But probably your friends have been with you before he even came into the picture in the first place. So if he's going to constantly talk about your friends, it means that he's complaining about even you yourself, because somebody say, show me your friends, I'll tell you who you are. So the kind of friends you have automatically, or in one way or the other, shows the kind of person you are. So if he's constantly complaining about your friends, that means that he's even questioning the kind of person you are. You get it?
Rabi, do you?
Yeah, I think I agree with Binta, and some of the signs I'd like to also talk about is being secretive. You know, sometimes you enter relationships and then, at first we are all shy. I mean, someone is coming into your space, you're trying to, put things in order. Yeah, so something like that. But sometimes people go the extra mile to hide things from you. So when I'm in a relationship, or when I start a relationship, and then, so I asked my boyfriend, how was your day? How has your day been? It's been fine. I know it's been fine. Fine or not fine, but I need you to tell me. Okay, so I was here, I went to work, or I was here. But sometimes when you ask, where have you been? And then they just try to give you a general answer. I was out.
But not to cut you, Penzi. Do you always have to ask where your partner is coming from, or what's he been up to? Is it really healthy for a relationship?
Yeah, I think we should try as much as possible to be open about a lot of things, especially something like where you've been.
But then again,
doesn't really matter.
I feel insecurities would make you ask a lot of questions, and at the end of the day, it's not healthy for the relationship.
Exactly.
Because you should trust the person first. I think that trust is very key in every relationship. So if I trust you, where I've been and what I've been doing shouldn't really be a problem. You get it? Because if I wake up in the morning, most probably I'm going to work, and then I'm back from work. But if you start asking, where have you been, and it kind of bring trust issues, because if I'm in a relationship with you, I should trust you, should trust me. You get it? But if you start asking questions, where have you been? Then you start raising eyebrows as to probably the person is doing something that.
Let me come to you. You talk about secrets. Okay, secrecy. What exactly do you mean? You can really come out clearly and what are some of the secrets you think that
so I think we are all allowed some amount of personal things that we might not like to share, but if it has a tendency of affecting the relationship, so let's say you're an ex-convict and we are dating, I think I should know that, I mean, you've done this thing before, as terrible as it may sound, or guilty or not. I mean, this thing is in your records. Wherever you go, it's going to affect something. And this shouldn't come as a surprise somewhere later in the relationship.
Okay, but would you go out with an ex-convict?
If it's their past and they've been able to move on, overcome whatever it was in the past. I mean, I wasn't there. I mean, so whatever they tell me.
So you never amount to some, the person has killed before?
Well, that's
extreme. Oh, really?
Well, I can't really say. But I think we should all be able to forgive people when people have been able to change and have started living better lives and have started doing better for themselves. Yeah, I mean, who are we? Even God forgives us all. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes do you have some chronic illness or some, what's the name? Maybe you have some
cell.
Yeah.
Future when you get married, you give birth to, you know.
So with the sickle cell thing, that kind of affects the babies you might have.
Yeah,
they have the chance of not surviving and all that. And some of these things, your partner should know about it. This isn't something you should hide from your partner. Sometimes too, you might have your family history. Some people, I think they have some, I don't know the medical term for it, but some people have this madness thing in their family. It sounds funny, but yeah.
About family, I'll come back to you, Penzi. Binta, how significant does a family play, like the role family play in a relationship? How significant is the family when it comes to, let's even say, you and your boyfriend?
Well, when you're in a relationship with someone, I always say that I'm not getting married to the family, it's the person. But then again, the family is very important when it comes to relationship. For me, I've always been telling my mom that if I get into a relationship with a guy and his family members are not in support, I would back out.
But have you been in a relationship where the family members are not in support?
No. For now, no. It has been like the family have been very supportive, so I think it's fine. But then we get people who enter a relationship where probably the guy's family don't like him, the lady's family also don't like, it happens. But people would ignore all of these things and would say, oh, I'm not getting married to his family, I'm getting married to that individual, so it's fine. But at the end of the day, the person has a family, and whether you like it or not,
you can't do
away with it. They would say things that will influence him. In the beginning, he might sound like he will stand on his ground and say all of the things, don't mind my family, this and that. But when you enter and then you get deep and then realize that, no, that is not how you expect things, then there's some kind of, the relationship starts getting shaky. So for me, I think that family is very, very significant in relationships.
So you walk out of a relationship with the family, even though the guy really loves you and the family is not in support?
Yes, of course.
You walk out of that relationship?
I've seen scenarios, I've seen friends who have entered marriages that family were not in support of it from day one. But then you see when you are in love, it's something different. Like, it gets into your head and they're like, oh.
And I think sometimes too, you have the family divided. You have maybe the mother liking you and then the sisters not liking you, or you have the brothers you have that wedge between them. So I think it depends on the man, or it depends on the woman to be able to, I mean, stand on their feet and tell whichever
but for how long?
party.
For how long he's going to stand on his feet? You get it? Because there are situations, real life situations that have happened where the parents of the guy are not in support of their marriage, and then they still went ahead to do it, and now things are going bad.
But
So,
I have seen
all of these things are
where-
red flags. Probably out of 100%, how many would you? It's just a few. You get it? But mostly it's always the negative, always problems happening at the end of the day. So all of these things are red flags. From the beginning, you start advising yourself. Don't think that the person will change, or the family will change, or they will start liking you. I don't think you went
So just walk out.
Me, I'll walk out. Probably the person would want to stay and hope that things get better. But somebody who doesn't want to change will never change.
Oh, yeah.
So our lovely viewers and listeners, you heard them. Can I keep relationship? Yeah, in Basu sisters in Basu. Charlie, pack and go. Then you'll be free. Don't push hard. No, don't. Just walk out of the relationship. It's been really interesting, but hey, we are still on it. Red flags. If you have any comments, any contribution, don't forget to send it on Zongo TV GH online. Okay. Back to my guest. Rabi, Penzi. I prefer the Penzi than the Rabi. You know, it sounds so, you know. Communication. Lack of communication. Well, let's say communication.
It's a major
very,
one.
very important in a relationship. What would you say?
I think that's the start and end of it all.
Okay.
Because, I mean, with every situation or with every misunderstanding that you might have between yourself and your partner, really, being able to talk about it solves it halfway. Yeah, so if whatever it is you are having, if you're able to talk it through, you'll be able to pinpoint some of the issues that were happening. So it's more like outlining things verbally. You know, when you sort of outline things verbally, you are able to address some of the things, and then, like, consciously you are making an effort to correct some of the things. But if everything you want to sweep it under the carpet, we'll talk about it later, and then it kind of piles up, and then you are moody, but you've sort of forgotten what was it you were even moody about, and then it lingers in you, but you're frustrated and you don't know what it was that you were mad about, and it kind of puts some kind of it buries them.
What I know is that if you are in a relationship, definitely one person will lose at a point. You might, I don't know, if
Compromise.
you agree, yes.
That's
One
the way.
person will definitely lose to the extent that maybe you part ways and then you go your way. But then, how do you manage red flags in relationship? In 3 minutes, Binta, can you tell us how you would manage red flags? Would you really go that far?
First and foremost, we should stop ignoring actions. There are actions, we always say action speaks louder than words. So if you start seeing certain actions that you think this is a no, and then probably the person will tell you, oh, don't worry, it's fine. But then his actions is showing otherwise. Just look out for the actions and pack your bag and baggages as soon as possible. I think secondly, like I mentioned earlier, we should stop thinking people would change later, or probably they would change. If somebody wants to change, he or she will change. But then, oh, later, yeah, Saki, on the day, do mommy away by Samukai away, come. No, it doesn't happen like that.
But have you been married?
I don't have to be married.
Well, you don't have to be
I don't have.
married before.
I have friends. I've seen relatives go through the same thing, and oh, Akayawe Yasaki and Akayawe Maya, you are the same situation now. So I think for me, always look out for the actions. Don't expect people to change. And when you see something that you think is really not okay, communication is key. And if the person is refusing, just go and leave. Save yourself the whole drama.
3 minutes.
Imagine if you'd have to always pack.
Imagine if you have to always stay and
manage.
You
manage.
stay once.
If you have to stay, if you're
But
in
you
an
would leave
abusive,
so many
listen,
times.
you're an abusive relationship. Oh,
Once you
you have
pack
to
and go,
and then you couldn't have got keep
Oh,
punching
but
back.
I'm not for staying for words. I'm not for that. But what I would like to say is that, I mean, try and work things out. You know, we all come from different backgrounds. We do things differently.
Yeah.
We perceive things differently. I mean, we've been exposed to things differently. And sometimes some of the things you might be so disciplined with in your family. Let's say I wouldn't be like that. Let's say you are frugal with expenses. You don't like to spend that much, but the other partner, whoosh, even when the person is broke, they want to spend. And sometimes, not with their own money, even with your money, they want to spend. This is a lifestyle that this person has been accustomed to. This is what they know. Even though it's a bad thing, but this is something they are used to doing. So I think what the other party can do is talk to them about it. You know, try and kind of put the situation on a scale or something. Make them see the benefits and some of the harm that whatever they are doing is causing the relationship. So these are ways that, and we grow through all of these things, you know. I mean, that's the whole point, right? You make your spouse a better person. I mean, even when you leave, you've left them a better person. Yeah, but if after all of these things you've tried, the person is not changing, and then you think you cannot live with such a person, I mean, then you can go. Yeah, so yeah, I also think you can go, but you should go after you have tried to work things out.
Okay.
Yeah. Just my last words. You should stop letting the fear of loneliness let you be in something that you don't want or make you settle this. Because anche tayarina komogida anche bayariba anche. You get all of anche like people would always talk. So at the end of the day, it's about you and what matters.
Okay. So you had them. People would always talk. Just know what is really important to you, what makes you happy, and then you just go for it. Don't say, oh, bari managing. No. Hey, if your heads, you've seen the signs, everything is showing. Charlie, wait, the tarakain. So the sorry shaky make that with him. Thank you so much, Binta. Thank you, Penzi, for being my guest. Really appreciate and looking at bringing you guys again. You're really an expert. I've learned a lot from you. Okay, this is where we draw the curtains. This is the PEP Talk show where I told you we discuss issues from relationship to love to breakups, in fact to sex. These are things that we hardly talk about. But hey, on this show, we say it as it is. So you join me on Zongo TV GH, on Twitter, Zongo TV GH, on Instagram, Zongo TV GH. I've been your host. My name is Marudia Che, but you can call me Dia for short. Sure. But hey, I can't go away without saying a big thank you to my crew members, Mariam Bengo, Asia Osman Diko, and hey, Hijara. Thank you for being part of this ladies' crew. And hey, don't forget our makeup is by Aisha Sari. You can find her on Affordable Beauty Store GH on Instagram. She also sells cosmetics, makeup stuff, anything you can think of, you would get it there. Thank you and have a lovely night. See you.